Adam, tough match out there, but how'd you find the game?
Yeah, a bit of an introduction to coaching, isn't it? There's got to be a winner at the end of the day, and there's always a loser as well. And although I'm, I guess, disappointed for us as a group, the winner on the day obviously is rugby league, but also the people and the culture. There was moments throughout that game that we had our opportunities. We built enough pressure, but you've got to give credit to the Indigenous boys, man. They scrambled well, especially in that third quarter that we had there, where I think we had about 20 minutes nearly on their try line, and they scrambled really well. They worked hard for each other, and this is what this game does. When you're representing your people, something different is on the line when you're out there, and they showed that what that meant to play for each other.
Yeah, when you saw the conditions today, did it change your game plan at all?
No, it didn't change our game plan. We just didn't execute. We had our moments throughout that game. And that was a disappointing thing, because we've got a great bunch of boys, and and I know they put the work in early in the week. It just didn't stick tonight, and you've got to, again, the Indigenous boys put pressure on us, and it showed out there, and they deserve everything that they get tonight.
Yeah, Joseph, you got a great try real early. What was the feeling after the haka and everything? What was it like out there?
Yeah, it was a lot of emotion. We talked about our families in the haka, and it was a very emotional time for me, but also grounded me back to my Maori ancestors, and you saw at the start of the game, we just fell off it a bit and didn't stick to the game plan. We did, but we didn't complete.
Briton, how'd you find it out there, mate? It was a tough game, and you did both good side, but what about how'd you find it?
It was obviously a tough game, and I thought we had some good opportunities to execute, and we just sort of didn't execute how we wanted to, but it was all good.
A couple of strong performances though, like Xavier as a young fellow. How well do you think he played?
Yeah, I was extremely proud of him. This game was about that, those young fellas getting on the big stage, and he really showed up today, and it's real good to see. I'm excited to see what he does at Bronx. So.
Like you mentioned, it's the first time as the head coach for this team. How did you find the whole experience and the week as well?
Yeah, I was very lucky to have a good group of boys as well, but also a couple of good coaches around me as well to guide me through that. Yes, it is my first time coaching at this level, but when you get a group of boys around you, it does help a lot with how the week is planned out. It's busy early in the week, but we understand that because I've been on the other side when I was playing, and you understand that you have commitments, and we respect that, and we get our commitments done. And you only have a couple of days of training together, but that's both teams, so we're both in the same boat. I think we got enough of what we needed through the week to be able to put on a performance and go out there and win the game. Again, we weren't good enough at the end of the day to get the result.
So it was a tough game too. How's he been after that? I think he got a knee to the head and came off the bench, but is he going to be okay?
Well, he's mostly trying to say he's okay because he wants to go to Vegas now. So, I think it's the first game for most of those boys, and the games there's going to be some bumps and bruises, and there's going to be some sore bodies. I think we lost JoJo there with a cork in the leg. So instead of keeping him out there, we understand that there is a big season. I just took him off and left him on the sideline for the rest of the game. So if anyone had any niggles, it wasn't about keeping him out there and making it worse for them. I had the bigger picture of making sure that I do look after them as part of our responsibility in here to make sure that they're ready and healthy to go back to the club. So a little bit unfortunate for the Chiefs, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, Adam, fellas, congratulations on your effort tonight. Unfortunately, couldn't get there. Neville Johnson from the Torres Strait Islander Media Association. Can I ask a question about Baladain Gagai? How has his week been? Very emotional for him, but he seemed to really have a really good haka there and get into it. How has he been playing against a lot of his brothers as well from his other side of his family?
Yeah, I love Gags, and he's an international player and obviously an Origin player as well. And to have someone of his calibre in your team, it just strengthens the team around us as well. Again, it was really hard to get Gags into this team, as he's paid for both already, and he's must be undecided on what he wants to do now. I was very fortunate that have built some good relationships with players that I can actually have some conversation with those guys to get them in here, and I'm really grateful for what he's done for the Maori team as well. We were unlucky not to have his brother in here as well, which would have been a great moment for his family, but wasn't to be. But you know, to be able to, I guess, stand in front of his people as well and still represent his people, his both sides, and be able to, you know, talk his language and speak his language and be proud of his language on a big world-class stage. I'm grateful that he's just a part of us, and he had an awesome week. His family's in there now. His family's been here the last couple of days, so to have his kids around this, and that's what this week's all about. It's creating memories and giving opportunities.
Joe, Matt Tomoko played his first game for the All Stars. How do you think he went?
Yeah, he's all good. Couple drop balls, but you can see us getting to him. I know he's a quality player and he'll bounce back. It's just the first game of the year, and yeah, he'll be good.